Hey everybody, welcome back to a reading of the presidents. As promised, we are going to do Mr. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was born on January 30th, 1882 in Hyde Park, New York. He died April 12th, 1945 at Warm Springs, Georgia. He was Episcopalian. He attended Harvard and graduated in 1903. He went to Columbia Law School for 2 years, did not graduate, and dropped out in 1907 after passing the New York bar exam. Ooh, nice. He was a lawyer, senator, and governor, and later president. No military service. His father was James Roosevelt. Mother was Sarah Delano Roosevelt. Wife was Anna Eleanor Roosevelt. Children were Anna Eleanor, named after her mother, James or Jimmy Roosevelt, Franklin Delano Roosevelt Jr., who died at 8 months, that's sad, Elliot Roosevelt, who passed away in 1990, Franklin D. Jr., another Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who died in 1988, and John Aspinwall died in 1981. He was a New York State Senator for 2 years, Assistant Secretary of the Navy for 7 years, that's quite a while, Governor of New York for 10 years. Oh, 10 years. He is the only person in the history of the country to serve 4 consecutive terms before the Supreme Court changed the rule on that one. March 4th, 1933 to April 12th, 1945. 4 consecutive terms. So that is 12 years as president. He was a Democrat. Reason for leaving office, he died in office. Vice President was John Nance Garner, and then Henry A. Wallace, and then Harry Truman. In the election in 1932, Mr. Roosevelt got 472 electoral votes. Mr. Hoover got only 59. Ouch. In the popular vote, Mr. Roosevelt got 22,821,277. Mr. Hoover got 15,758,901. In the election of 1936, Mr. Roosevelt got 523 electoral votes. Mr. Alfred Landon, 8. Shame! Only 8. In the popular vote, Mr. Roosevelt got 27,752,648. Mr. Landon got 16,681,862. In the election in 1940, Mr. Roosevelt got 449, almost 450 electoral votes. Mr. Wendell Willkie got 82. In the popular vote, in 1940, Mr. Roosevelt got 27,307,819. Mr. Willkie got 22,347,744. Lastly, in the election in 1944, Mr. Roosevelt got 432 electoral votes. Mr. Thomas Dewey got 99, almost 100. In the popular vote, Mr. Roosevelt got 25,612,474. Mr. Dewey got 22,017,929. Pretty big gap there. All right, so the 4-term president. Crazy. His cabinet included, let me see here, kind of reading in the dark. Cordell Hull, Secretary of State, followed by Edward Stettinius, interesting last name there. Stettinius. Secretary of the Treasury, William Woodin, followed by Henry Morgenthau Jr. Secretary of War, George H. Dern, followed by Henry K. Woodring, followed by Henry L. Stinson. For Attorney General, Homer S. Cummings, followed by Frank Murphy, Robert H. Jackson, who I believe was later a Supreme Court Justice, Francis B. Biddle, and then and he was the last of the Secretaries of War. Postmaster General was James Farley, followed by Frank C. Walker. Okay. Secretary of the Navy, Claude Swanson, followed by Charles Edison, followed by Frank Knox, followed by James V. Forrestal, and that's all for Secretary of the Navy. Secretary of the Interior, Harold L. Ikes. For Secretary of the Agriculture, Henry A. Wallace, followed by Claude Wickard. Secretary of the Commerce, Daniel C. Roper, followed by Harry L. Hopkins, followed by Jesse H. Jones, followed by Henry A. Wallace, and then Secretary of Labor, Francis Perkins. All right, sorry about that. Eleanor Roosevelt. You can all read about Eleanor Roosevelt later. Supreme Court appointments under Mr. Roosevelt. Harlan Fiske Stone, Chief Justice. Hugo Black. Stanley F. Reed. Felix Frankfurter. William Orville Douglas. Frank Murphy. James Francis Burns, or Byers. Robert H. Jackson. Wiley Blount Rutledge. Population of the United States, let's see here. Is it 1933? I can see that. I think 1933. 125 million. Got some classic cars out here. 125,578,763 persons. Oh man, my glasses. I think that's 19. I can't tell. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's correct. Later, 1940. Yeah, 1933, and then 1941, the population increased by 14 million people. That's a lot. 14 million people. 139,928,165. The national debt, the national debt of 1945, I believe, 258 billion. 258 billion with a B, 682,187,410. Excuse me. So let me read that again. 258 billion with a B, $682,187,410 in debt. FDR and polio. Nice article there. Golden age of radio. I'll probably read more of these Sunday. American POW camps. The Japanese, I believe that includes the Japanese internment camps as well. Oh no. No, these are World War II. I'm sorry. No, that's different. I hope they have a. Okay, here we go.